We're living life at full speed, there's no pacing. Midwest lifestyle, Ohio grudge racing. Taking home the money wide open on that open road. It's full throttle since the baby bottle, baby. This is all I know. And overload, tires roll. Tell them I want all the smoke. Slow boats will choke in my rear view. Adios, run your car, knock him out. Put your money where your motor is. Heavy hitters, dream killers, kill shot. Hold them still, told them chill. We on fire. Life is lit with rocket fuel. Stop it, fool. Blue collared outlaws, who think you talking to? Winning attitude all on the line, and we ain't about to lose. Beat the brake pads off, knock your car out the shoes, line them out, chop them up, underdogs on top again. Never say die, we from Columbus, so we gotta win. Hard working, fast running outlaws of street racing. All your dreams is in my tail lights, you can keep chasing.
What's up, everyone? Man, what a day. How's everybody doing this evening? Good, I hope. Good, I hope. Lots going on. Lots going on. Old Sherm, kind of. Man, did it? Let's. You know what? I was gonna wait a little bit, but let's do something. Let's just start this party off right. Let's
beards. I was a little too polished.
there's no sound for the video.
Gun Kelly type looking dudes up there. We roll more with like an Eminem, you know, little half beard going on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I was reading on the comments on that page. Josh Duncan says he thinks you're dreaming. You got any comments on that one?
I don't really dream much because I smoke too much weed. We kind of live in reality. Josh.
All right, let me see if let me try and reload it. These pesky guys from Michigan are giving us some grief here. So let me see. Let me reload it. Hope everybody's Monday's been better than mine. Mine's been. Oh, man. Oh, Bob, what's up, buddy? All right, let's try this again.
Oh, what you wrenching on?
Oh, I got my custom-made torque wrench. So you torque with a wrench rather than just a ratchet. What are we doing today?
Good. What are you doing? Getting ready for that Ohio versus Michigan thing on August 7th at Uncaged?
Yeah, we pretty much plan on coming in there, shutting everything down, taking all the women, just running away with it. Ohio really ain't got much for us. We don't really worry about them much. I mean, unless it's football, but who the hell cares about that?
Man, I don't know, man. I got to go shopping. I got to get up some new duds. You think we stand a chance at that best looking crew award?
Yeah, we definitely got that on lock. Michigan has more dudes with beards. Ohio's a little too polished. They shave that up. They got Machine Gun Kelly type looking dudes up there. We roll more with like an M&M, you know, a little half beard going on.
Yeah, man, I was reading on the comments on that page. Josh Duncan says he thinks you're dreaming. You got any comments on that one?
I don't really dream much because I smoke too much weed. We kind of live in reality. Josh Duncan kind of lives in a fantasy land. I know you've all seen him.
Shit, man, I know you got some tricks up your sleeve, though.
Oh, we definitely got tricks. We've got a couple barrel explosions planned, possibly a fire drill. If anything looks like we might get beat or something, we'll pull some cards out.
Shit, man, you think anybody down there is even worth calling out?
No, there's really not. But if any of them want to call out us, they can. I mean, we're just going to come down there and run straight over Ohio. We're going to take all their girls, all their money, shut their track down. On the way home, we're going to egg tons of houses, Josh Robinson, Josh Duncan. We pretty much paint loser all over the side of their vehicles.
Ah, that's what I thought. Let's go get them fools.
Peace.
And so there you have it. We've interviewed several of the local Michigan residents here, and general consensus is anybody that thinks they can come down from Michigan, and let's just make this a little broader statement from any state, and win uncaged has fell down and hit their head. It's impossible. It's not going to happen. Ohio's going to win every class, and I'm sorry that. Listen, I know everybody, like it's a mother's love kind of thing, probably like your mom probably tried to reassure you that, oh, you'll do good at the race, Johnny. We love you. Now go do your best. But mama lied, or you fell down and hit your head. Ohio's winning everything. And Sherm Baker saying that he will go race for the other side. What a traitor. What a traitor. So, I don't know, Ohio. Maybe at Uncaged, if you see Sherm, make sure to ask him who he's racing for before you cheer for him. Ask him, is he racing for Ohio? Do you represent Ohio? Or is he representing Michigan? Sherm, what are you doing? What are you doing? Traitor. Maybe Sherm fell down and hit his head too. So I made the trek all the way to Michigan and couldn't get anybody on film to tell me why or how Michigan could ever possibly come to Ohio and win or take all the take back all the money. Nobody had any answers. However, in big tire and small tire, Ohio had those answers up there in Michigan. Do you think it's going to be any easier, Michigan coming here to Ohio to take our money? I don't know. We'll see what happens. My man Jasper's awfully confident. Who are you guys riding with? Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky, West Virginia. No matter what state you live in, I'd probably pick Ohio. Ohio's not going to let us down at Uncaged August 7th. I promise you. So there's our latest breaking news. I think there must have been an earthquake in Michigan, and everybody simultaneously fell down and hit their head. They think they can come to Ohio and get this money. I'm just saying. I love y'all, but it ain't gonna happen. And I see what's Where'd that comment go? John, come on, man. Listen, Indiana, love those guys too, but they know they don't want these problems. I'm sure. Here's what I expect from Indiana when it comes August 7th and we're getting close to starting time and I start calling people like, hey, yo, where you at? Like, man, I had to take my cat to brush their teeth today. That's why I couldn't make it. You know, shit like that. That's how them Indiana guys do. Oh. I got you, John. I understand. I like your enthusiasm, but you know. So a quick recap. Very quick recap. My first trip to Anaconda. Dylan and Duncan been up there, took pictures. You know, but this past weekend was my first time there, and man, I like that track. And Jeff Thomas is a killer for sure. There's a lot of listen. The Mac guys got a bunch of killers. Jeff Thomas is a killer. There's a lot of badasses in Indiana, without a doubt. But we're talking about Ohio. Go ahead and get the flex. So I made that long trip up there. Had a great time. Mike and those guys did a great job with the event, coordinating everything. Classes went smooth. Had a ton of cars. It was a good time. Great time. Great racing. What's up, Matthew? How you doing, buddy? Cody, what's up, brother? So the quick and the short was at this Michigan race, Ohio won big and small tire class. Schoenbaker eked out the win. Actually, it was 2 Ohio cars in the finals in small tire. Why does my cameras keep auto-adjusting, auto-focusing? It's getting on my nerves. In small tire, 2 Ohio cars, and then a Schoenbaker, and eked out the win there with like this amazing come from behind, probably like in the last 50 feet slingshot. Finally hooked up, got traction and catapult. Probably, I don't even know. Maybe Sherm will tell you what his data was, but I swear to God, that thing looked like it added about 60 mile an hour in half a freaking second. It was amazing. You know, it really looked like Matthew O'Hora had that all the way up to, like I said, that last probably 50, 60 feet. And Sherm turned it on him. Did a great job, Sherm. That isn't, despite Sherm's post, that was an Ohio victory. He still lives in Ohio, so till he moves to Michigan, all those count for Ohio. Hit override. It was. Hey, it was. That was a little shake and bake right there, because it did. That slingshot got engaged. Oh man. It's a great time. Paul Sherman was there. Won the G body class. You know, and last time they were there, they didn't have such a good experience with the Camaro, so it was good to see them back. And then the G body class and kicking ass, man. They did a great job. What's up, Mr. Smith? How you doing, Bubba? So we had a great time, man. I love all my Michigan people. We had a great time, man, hanging out with everybody. Listen, Everett and his crew got the best freaking burgers on the planet. Thank you for that. I'll be over a lot sooner next time. Nope, Jason, I don't disagree with that. Billy's flying right now, but I think today that statement's kind of because they got a lot of bugs to work out. But I think here real soon they'll have a lot of those bugs worked out, and they'll definitely be back in action in a way a lot of other people don't like so much, because the truck is flying without a doubt. Like when it works really well. They just have a ton of little things to iron out. But I mean, it is Billy. He can drive, he can cut a light, and the truck's faster than ever, it looks like. So once they get that thing back where it needs to go, or the way it needs to go, they're definitely going more rounds. Jeff Dean, Robert is a troublemaker. He has been a troublemaker today, I tell you. Yeah, Paul, you guys are great, man. I always come and hang out with you guys. I love hanging out with you guys anyhow. This motherfucker. I always love coming and hanging out with you guys at the races wherever we are. And I was real happy to see you guys up there. Because your last trip was pretty brutal. So we got that. Bill's running a few minutes late. He just messaged me, which is fine because we got a ton of other stuff to talk about too. Real quick, first I should have led with this, but Lisa Hood, Rusty Hood's wife's in the hospital right now, and she hasn't been doing too good. So Lisa's always been real good to us, and we love Lisa to death. So we hope that everybody say a little prayer for her speedy recovery today. She's battling some pretty serious stuff, so she needs everybody's prayers that help them along. Jason's not going to dig or die. He's not about that life. I know, Kenny, your dad's priorities are all, man, your dad's priorities are all screwed up. Fucking golf. So, yeah, everybody send the Lisa Hood some prayers, and hopefully she can overcome everything that's going on and make a speedy recovery, because like she's a good girl. She always been real good to us, so we appreciate her and love her, and we wish her well. We don't got enough time for Bill to get beautified. He said he'll be ready in like 5 minutes, so he's golfing. So at this point, he's probably washing his balls. Yes. Also, due to a pedicure. Yes, Chris. August 14th, the week after Uncaged, is what, Chris? Which one is it? Dragway 42. There we go. Yeah. So don't forget, well, while you're at Uncaged, you'll be able to get all the info you want on that, because Chris and D Team are officiating our event and organizing it. So they'll be able to get you up to speed on all the latest updates and details for the Rewind at 42, which is always a great time. Bill got stuck in hair and makeup. I don't think they got enough makeup. Yep, exactly. 2 backwards races in a row, back to back, week to week. You started it, man. You started all that trouble, Robert. So Sherm's fast too. And Sherm's made a hell of a lot of progress over the last couple months. It's definitely interesting. Their story is definitely interesting between their matchups. Sherm's a whole different animal too. But so what else we have? Saturday, I didn't make it. Well, I thought I didn't make it back in time, but I did apparently. So I kind of feel a little dumb for missing it. There was a little street shootout here in Columbus that went on, and my man Cody Meyer. Oh, you guys are scrolling on me too much. Cody Myers took home some money this weekend. Congratulations, Cody. Did a great job. I saw a couple of those videos. Sorry, I missed it. I didn't get back till I don't even know. It was like 3:30 or something, and they said that they said it was starting at like 1 or 2. I just figured I missed it. Freaking blah. No, sir. Uncaged is at Norwalk. Is not at Norwalk. It's at National Trail Raceway. And backwards, I don't even think. Here, I'll share the event details in there, because I don't even think Norwalk would let you do a backwards race there, especially not after last year, all their problems. Unfortunately. So let's see. So let's, there's the link. There's the link for Uncaged. It's at National Trail, August 7th. PYOP backwards race. Hasn't been raced on since 2019. August 2019, as a matter of fact. So it'll be almost 2 years to the day. It'll be like 1 week short of 2 years since anybody's even raced on there. I was out there a few weeks ago. The black marks are still there, but they're not fresh. They're from 2 years ago. Paul, I just put the link in there for you, buddy, in the comments. So you can, well, everybody, not just Paul. I don't want anybody sending any messages. Just Paul. No, it's for everybody. But yep, August, National Trails. Don't miss it. It's gonna be a great time. Streets were popping. Finally got one off. It's been horrible here in Central Ohio for hood rat stuff. So I was real happy to hear that you guys actually got that one off all the way, because it ain't been that way for a while, sadly. Let me check these messages and see if Happy Gilmore's ready yet or not. It must be still be washing his balls. So anyhow, this weekend we are going to Dig or Die. Badass race. If you haven't been, I think there's still I think if you haven't been and raced, there's still spots available. You better not got little Sicily's. Oof, look at this guy. Yeah, it was good. That was good. I heard it was good that you guys got it off. I heard it was a good day. I don't want to talk too much about it, but I heard everything was good, Cody. I was happy to hear that. Made me extra salty that I was wrong about the times and missed it. This dude, everyone from Michigan is a big dog if comparing to Ohio. Boy, I don't know. We're just going to have to we're just going to have to see. That's what I hear too, but thing is, there was a little bit of confusion today, so I'll give you some backstory while Happy Gilmore finishes up his freaking game of golf. Listen, so their rules are their rules, but somebody sent the promoter pictures, how do you want to say, selective pictures that didn't paint the whole picture, and then raised the big stink crying, about Bill coming down to Dig or Die, because we posted up some pictures and videos yesterday of him making street hits. I don't know how the hell you get scared of a video of a dude doing a burnout. Think about what kind of racer you are that you're scared of a dude's burnout video, and you start sending stuff to promoters to get him kicked out the damn race. I just let that sink in. Because damn, we didn't even put the hit out there. We just put the burnout out there. You know what I mean? You that shook off a burnout? Come on. Seriously? It was a burnout. I mean, be real happy there wasn't a hit. Listen, a lot of y'all know I don't talk shit. Maybe a little bit, but not a lot. But really, off the burnout, you trying to get the dude kicked out the race? Come on now. What kind of racer is that? It wasn't even it wasn't even a typical Bill Lutz burnout. That burnout was probably only about 40 feet on a street, or on a parking lot. You know what I mean? It wasn't even all that. Look, man, listen. See, now you got me started. Glad I ain't having any caffeine here lately. But let's do this while we're here, while we're waiting on. So there's been all kinds of damn drama today. Oh my God. Let's see. So give me just a second. We'll load the burnout. Now listen, disclaimer. If there's any racers in this live feed in the comment section and you're potentially afraid of what you're about to see, which is just a burnout, it's not actual pass, and you're going to Dig or Die, I recommend that you just log off. I love you. I appreciate you, coming here every week and supporting the channel and having fun with us. But I'm just saying, if you scare easily, now this is your fair warning to go ahead and vacate the premises. Because listen, it was just a burnout. It wasn't even a damn hit. Look. Look at that. Now that's what scared somebody enough that they call, or caused a bunch of trouble. And yes, Happy Gilmore. That's because you got a piece of shit iPhone. It should let you on pretty simply. You've done it before. Here, I'm going to try and send it. Let me do this. All right, here, I'm creating a new link for you. Well, sorry that I'm on live and you guys got to hear it. But if you come here, it ain't high quality. It's not high quality production. You know that if you watch my live feed, we do shit like this because we don't, Hopefully they can all hear you on speakerphone. We're just talking about the burnout that scared racers into trying to get you kicked out. Robert had to go to his safe place real quick. All right, well, let's just do this. Let's just
switch over here real quick. Give me a second.
Oh boy. So let's do the burnout. The burnout heard around the world. Bring the tampons. All right, let's see.
Yep.
So let's try this. Can everybody on Facebook hear Bill? We're gonna try and just bring him in on speakerphone, I guess. Here, say something to the internet, Bill.
I'm here. Glad we're finally in, and without all the. I just don't understand where the confusion was on my car. I mean, it blows me away when you look at a car and you can clearly see a frame, and you can clearly see A-arms. I mean, there's nothing else to see. I mean, it don't matter what else is there once you see those two items. I mean, at that point, it's a back half car, and that's the way it is. When they removed the firewall rule and the floorboard rule, it opened it up to a whole different group of cars.
Absolutely. Ron Bryant says, sounds like Jeannie's on the phone right now.
Sounds like what?
Sounds like your sister's on the phone.
Could be. But, it's just, like I said, it's one of those deals that, I mean, I look at rules. I mean, this thing pays $100,000 to win. You know what? I think I got as good a shot as anybody else. I mean, I definitely have the biggest disadvantage probably in the whole field. I mean, by having, a screw blower sitting on top, I mean, I don't really know, it's hard to calm those down, as you well know. But, we got enough confidence in our tuning ability and our chassis tuning ability that we feel we'll go down that track from the big end. And if we don't, we don't. I mean, I've been beat before. I'll be beat possibly down there. I mean, and that's just the way it is. I mean, if we don't get beat, then but I can tell you one thing. If we go 2 rounds, we're sweeping it. We ain't, there's no other way to put it. If we go 2 rounds and we get that data, it's game over.
I agree. I think you know, they open the class up, and I like that they open the class up. I think there's several things. You guys got a lot more horsepower to get under control than a lot of people do. So
100%, yeah.
I think that is a disadvantage for most people. But I think that you know, you got Kenny and Jeff Miller, and you know, you got a good pool of knowledge, and you got your experience. So I think you got a good shot too. You know.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and you know, and I mean, when you put that kind of money out there, I mean, you got to expect the best teams in the country to come for that money. I mean, if they don't, they're fools. I mean, as long as their cars fit the rules, and I mean, and like I said, mine clearly does. I got an A-OK from Eric. I sent him multiple pictures of the car. Eric says the car's good to go, so his guy that was chiming back and forth with us all day obviously can't see the same thing everybody else can. He's letting his emotions get involved because maybe his brother, his dad, his uncle, his mother, whoever runs in the race, and he would rather than facing competition, he would rather rule a car out rather than looking for a way to put a car in.
Yeah, well, I'm glad. I know Eric and Zenford, in my opinion, in my experiences, always dealt, you know, they're fair, and I'm glad that they took a chance or took the time to check over the car and the pictures and rectify the situation and let you back in. What's up?
Sure. I mean, it's the right thing to do. I mean, you know, if you don't let a car like mine in based off of the rules package that they have, I mean, in my opinion, it gives your race a black eye, and you know, it will make anybody question going. You know, I mean, you know, if you have somebody that's willing to write a car out of the rules that clearly fits the rules, then you know, what else will you do?
Right. Yeah. I agree. So, you know, the rules are the rules, and you got to keep it that way for this one, and they have. And you know, they looked at somebody else's data, but then they looked at the real data and corrected the situation.
I mean, the one dude that supposedly is a tech guy or whatever he is, I mean, he literally said my car had too many bars in the back, and he took the car from the rear, looking at it when we cut the roof and the quarters off to put the new body panels on it, and said it had too many bars in it. I've never heard that before. What kind of bullshit's that?
Yeah, well, you know, none of their rules say you have a bar count or anything, so.
Right. And my car obviously has a 6.0 cert on it. I mean, I've got a 25-3 cert on it for, you know, racing over 2,800 pounds also. I mean, so, I mean, we got it. My car certifies for anything and everything.
Yep. So it's going to be a good weekend. And
the one thing I'm thankful for is that we did not post the pictures or the videos of it actually going down that virgin asphalt. I mean, if a burnout picture or a burnout video causes that kind of commotion, an actual video of it going down is damn sure going to. I mean, it would have broke the one dude's heart would have been broken so bad, I don't think he could ever recover.
Probably never race anywhere ever again if he saw that.
Right. No shit. I mean, you know, I had one guy said it went 130 on the burnout to 60 foot. And I'm like, hey, maybe it did.
maybe
yeah.
You know, yeah. Well, we ain't telling.
Right. But, you know, I mean, like I said, I just want a fair shake at it, just like anybody else. And we agreed to do a first round call out. You know, normally I wouldn't. You know what? I mean, I guess this dude feels like, you know, his best shot is the first round. So, you know, in reality, it is. I mean, he's probably the smartest individual in the field.
Well, I can tell you, if I was able to make it, I would call someone like you out first round, guaranteed, because I think that's the best chance anybody has.
Guaranteed. your best odds against us and our team and our car is that first round. And after that, well, after that, it gets nothing but harder.
Absolutely.
You know, and if this track is really as challenging as everybody says it is, I don't know why the rules just don't say steel roof quarters, 28s, and let it roll. I mean, is the track the equalizer, or is the track not the equalizer? I mean, they got to make up their mind. You can't have it both ways.
Yeah, well, I think that track is. I think that track definitely is the equalizer, because it is definitely tricky.
Oh no, and I'm sure. I mean, like I said, we've had several people run there, and you know, I've got obviously a lot of intel from people that have ran that track. You know, what I would call cars, and you know, and they all say, you know, that the track is extremely tricky. But you know, we feel right now the way we have our car set up, I can go down a dirt road. Not only that track, but we think we can go down a dirt road, a gravel road, any road they want to go down. I'm pretty sure right now the way we have the car set up, it will go down anything.
I agree. I agree. Who was it that you're racing first round?
I don't honestly know his name. Like I said, he asked if we would accept the call out, and I said sure. So it's for $1,000 off the trailer in the first round, you know, and we'll go from there.
Let me see. I'll look that up while we're here. I saw it was a blue truck, but
yeah, I think it's either an S10 or Love or something or another. I know it was a pickup truck.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think he's the smartest individual in the field of cars.
No, I agree for sure. Like I say, nah, it didn't have his name on there, but it's a S10. It's a first gen S10. Looks like a nitrous.
Yeah.
Looks like a small black nitrous car.
To me, as long as he's got 28s on, I don't give a shit if he brings a top fuel drag straight. I mean, I don't care what's in the other lane. You know, I mean, it can be anything to me. I mean, if it's got a 28 on it and it's on the same track we are, I'm good with it.
So Daniel Charity Bishop is the one who called you out, Robert says.
Yeah, okay. So, and like I said, in my opinion, he's the smartest individual in the total field of cars.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. So, in that, within the last week or so, you guys have made some changes to the car to go from big tire, no prep kings to small tire. I guess you'd say real no prep, because no prep kings is a little stickier than this event will ever even think about being. You know, without divulging any of your voodoo secrets or anything, we want to just tell everybody what kind of stuff you guys have done to get ready.
Well, I mean, obviously the car is completely different from front to back, top to bottom. I mean, there's literally nothing the same on the car from when we run the two organizations from Big Tire to this. I mean, Kenny goes through and changes, you know, shocks, changes bar angles, pinion angles, everything's changed on the car completely from a Big Tire to this. I mean, we're not coming there to run on a big tire, so we do the best stuff we got in it. And, we've got multiple different curves we throw in, things based off of what we feel the track holds. And like I said, we feel it'll go down anything right now the way that it's set up currently. But it may not. I mean, we may be the biggest fools ever. I mean, this dude, he may be the smartest individual ever by calling us out. And like I said, I know based off of the odds, this is the time to do it, you know. But, you know, like I said, we feel it'll go down anything. So if we both go down, he better hope he can go quicker than we do.
Yeah. I think you guys are going to do great. I'm trying to catch some of these comments here. Ryan Wise, do you change your undies when you change tires? Always some great comments from Ryan.
I don't ever wear any undies, so Ryan knows that. He's seen them.
Just lets them hang, Ryan.
Yeah. But like I said, these things. I mean, obviously, this is going to be the most challenging race we've ever ran a small tire on by far. But again, we feel between Kenny, Jeff Miller, Patrick Miller, what I call our brain trust of people. We got Dale over in Australia helping. I mean, we got people all around the world that's involved in our car. I mean, so if it, like I said, if indeed it goes down and we get a round or two into this deal, they better just hang on.
And I think it's good. I think I haven't seen a car down there like yours. I think it's good for the spectators. I think the fans, the spectators might not know it yet, but some cars like yours is what they want in their life.
Oh yeah. No, I can assure them there ain't. They haven't really probably seen too many Hemi screw blowing cars do a burnout and how loud they are, and then the sound of them when they actually leave and go down a track. I mean, it's a whole different ball game. I mean, it'll get you right.
It'll rattle your feelings.
Yeah. You're gonna if you got some loose feelings in your feelings in your teeth, anything to that nature, you may lose them.
Oh yeah. So it said if it goes down, it's game over.
Game over.
Said 550 will win that thing. So everybody always says, it's a high five race. Do you got any feelings on that? You think you guys can go? I mean,
I can tell you right now,
racers always lie.
There to run high fives, I can assure you.
Racers always lie about what they actually run, so who knows? Yeah. But the general consensus is like a 580 is always real competitive down there.
We are not coming loaded with that at tune-up. We don't have that tune-up. So my personal opinion is, if my car don't go 520s or 30s off the hit, we're never going down that track. I mean, because that's what we plan on running.
So any racers that, let's qualify this. The racers who saw the burnout and got scared, just know that's where you got to turn yours up to. The ones that are watching that ain't, just know that's where you got to turn yours up to.
Right. And and I'm ready to pedal the car if we have to pedal it, but it has to move. I mean, it has to make it to 60 foot. Once we make it there, it's game on.
So, yeah, I think it's going to be game on the whole way through. And I think everybody else should now be game on the whole way through and finding dirt roads and whatever they can find to practice all week to get ready and get competitive or get more competitive,
Right. I mean, honestly, I have never in my life, and maybe I was just raised different, maybe whatever. I mean, dude, I showed up to races back in the old SCA days before we got competitive with it. I mean, I showed up to races that I knew I was getting my ass kicked, but I didn't care. I mean, I showed up, I raced. Sometimes we won because things happen, cars break, I mean, shit, our car go out there and break a bowler belt, it could do anything. I mean, you just don't know. I mean, and I mean, I guess that's the part I don't understand about some of the complaints about it. I mean, we got to go down the same exact track they do.
Right.
Either, and again, either the track's the equalizer or the track isn't the equalizer. I'm sure we're not at SGMP with duck sauce out there. I mean, If we are, then yeah, I got a hell of an advantage over everybody. But if we're not, well, then we're all racing the exact same track.
I agree. If the track can only hold so much, if we say the track can only hold a 550, no matter who's driving, then that's what it is, and then it becomes the driver.
Right.
You know.
So, yeah.
So I agree with you, and let's see everybody step their game up, and let's
I mean, it's just like Knockout Kings, 2 or 3 years ago when we came to small tires. I mean, Keith Szabo was just running people over, running 450s. We show up, we go 430s off the hit. Szabo stepped right up to our immediately. But then of course we had some left too. So, we stepped it up again, and we ended up being 3-3 against each other. But I mean, and he told me, he goes, nobody's ever challenged me like this. And he goes, I love the challenge. He didn't bitch and moan. He just said, I love the challenge.
Absolutely.
And it made him go to an area he had not been in. And, and that's why I love Keith and Roger Szabo, man. I mean, they, rather than bitch and moan, they just said, hey, you know what? We're either going to get better or we're going to get ran over. You take your pick.
That is the way it should be. No matter what level of racing. And should always be trying to be the giant killer. Don't be out there trying to be the puppy kicker. How are you ever going to be better if you don't go race the best of the best?
Absolutely.
If you're not a gladiator and you don't go get in the fight, then you're never going to be at the top. And that's, I mean,
there's a reason why I want to be in the race your way in. I want to show that I can run with Ryan Martin. I want to show that I'm run against Little Country. I want to show that I can run against, whoever it may be, whether it be Chuck, Dave, anybody. I want to race the best. I don't want to be over in a class where, and again, unbelievably, the futures class has got phenomenal cars in it over there. But I want to be over where the other guys are so I can show that, hey, you know what? It don't take $1 million a year to run with these guys.
Absolutely. I think you can run with them and as politely as I can possibly say it, I hope that they give you your opportunity to show just what you can do.
And they may, but again, they may not, and I don't know what it takes. I mean, they initially told us, we'd be in the futures for 3 races, and then they would move us over and let us race our way in. At the New England event, which we didn't make it to, because Kenny had just had a new baby girl. But they had said that, that they were not moving us over for that race. So I don't know. I don't know where we're at with that. I mean, like I said, initially the text messages I got said 3 races, and then we were in. But that was going to be race number 4, and we still weren't in. So I guess we'll see what happens when Illinois comes around, if we end up going to it, or obviously we're skipping
Pennsylvania.
Race in Pennsylvania and Reading to do this race. So, we'll see where it ends up being. But like I said, I would like to have my shot just to see how we really stack up. I mean, based off of our 60 foots and 330s and that, we've been running this car hard, and based off of those times, we have the numbers early that we can run with all those guys. So we'll see where it ends up at.
I believe you do, and I believe if they give you the opportunity to earn your way up to with the invitational guys, that you'll not only earn your spot but prove that you deserve to be there. So hopefully that happens soon.
Yeah, and there's nobody there, and I don't care who it is. There's nobody coming into that field of talented drivers and cars and running them all over. I mean, you may win 1, you may win 2, but there's just too many good cars, talented drivers, talented crews. I mean, everybody is really equally stacked. I mean, you got guys like Cody Baker, Scott Taylor. I mean, all these guys are all hitters. I mean, there's no slouches in that field. Brad don't necessarily have the biggest motor, but I mean, I'll guarantee you one thing: you damn well better be on the light when you run Brad, because he's gonna drill your eyeballs out.
Yeah.
You know, he wins a ton of races based off of that, and I mean, I think that's great. I mean, you know, when you have one of the smallest motors in the field as a nitrous car, you've got to do that. Same thing with Bobby Ducote. I mean, same exact thing. I mean, got a small motor, but the dude will absolutely put 5 cars on you on the hit.
Right. Yeah, no, there's absolutely zero slouches in that field. Zero.
Yeah, I mean, there's just, and you know, like I said, we got Dean, we got Tony from here in Ohio. I mean, the field is just literally stacked with talented drivers, talented crews, great cars. I mean, you know, guy blows a motor up, they pull another one out. I mean, we don't have those resources, but you know what? I mean, we race smart. I mean, you got to race how your budget allows you to race.
Absolutely. And I believe you belong there, and hopefully, like I said, you'll get your chance to prove it in that realm. You've proven it so many other realms, but hopefully in that realm, they'll give you the opportunity soon enough to prove it to everybody else.
Yeah, you know, and that's what I told one of the drivers a while back is, you know, he was questioning, you know, what my accolades in racing was, and I'm like, let's see, I've got a Wally, I got, you know, Ironman, I got, you know, NHRA or IHRA Pro Mod winner. I mean, multi-time OSCA champion. I mean, it's just, I mean, how long do you want me to go? You know, I mean, I think in the racing world, you know, I don't even realize, can't even come up with how many records we've held over the years, you know, and stuff. You know, hell, one year we went out completely undefeated except for one race, and that was only because a spark plug fell the motor on a burnout. You know, but we went the entire year undefeated other than that one little hiccup. But, you know, again, that happened. But, you know, I mean, there's – and the crazy part is other than obviously winning the Pro Mod races and that, all the wins have been in this exact same car as I have today. It's just been through all the changes that it's been through in all of its lifetime that I've had.
And so how long have you had that car for people who don't know?
About 28, 29 years. I mean, it's been everything from a stock 502 with a roller cam and about 600 worth of nitrous to blow-through carb. I mean, we had the blow-through carb records forever. We had the heavy street records forever. Finally, they changed that. You know, that was 3,500 pounds. We went 690 and 201 mile an hour way back whenever it was. You know, and like I said, OSCA, we held the ET mile an hour record for the entire year pretty much. And, you know, we ran Outlaw 10.5 with the car with a Fulton 615 with a couple hits on it. We had an 822 nitrous motor for 2 races. And then we went back to turbos and, you know, the Hemi, which we knew. And now it's got a screw on it. And with the help of a lot of talented people, I mean, this whole EFI screw deal has been really a seamless process. I mean.
Oh, yeah. No, it's you guys are great. And, you know, just keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah. Now, and to make all the people happy, unless they change the rules again at the following race or whatever, you know, we are putting a strut on the car and taking the stock frame and everything out of it in the AA arms to make it more competitive at No Prep Kings. So literally, this will be the only race we run with them unless they change the rules to where it's just steel roof quarters 28s. Let's get it, and then we could be back. But hey, you know, sometime in the very, very near future, all the stock frame and everything's being cut out of the car.
So there you go, people. Well, now you know, at our races, it is just 28 10.5, steel roof and quarter, door car. You know, no wheelie bars.
And again, I don't understand why most races aren't that way. Again, if it's a surface that is the equalizer, then what really makes the difference? I mean, but you know, if it's not the surface, then okay, then maybe more rules need to be applied to it. But you know, but that's the they just got to figure out whether it's the surface that's the equalizer or the tire, or if it's somehow having a piece of frame and some A-arms, or what makes the equalizer. And I mean, when you put this kind of money down, I mean, this is no longer a good old boy run, you know, at your that you're going to have local people. I mean, you're going to have people coming from all over the country for this shit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I feel like less rules the better. If we're talking about simulated street racing, real street racing didn't really have any rules back in the day.
Exactly. I mean, tire size. I mean, that's what, you know, you all agreed on tire, and that's, you got it on. I mean,
yeah.
You know, but like I said, there's a lot of people making this a lot more than it should have ever have been today. But the bottom line, Eric, like I said, Eric made the call. Got it in print from him that says that we're good to go, and that's that. You know, I mean, so we will be there bright and early Friday morning and see how this all shakes out.
Good deal. We'll be down. Well, I'll be down there a little earlier for hood rat stuff. But we'll be down there Friday, and we'll be posting up lots of pictures and videos and letting everybody know.
And I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people betting against my car when we run, you know, first round. And I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people from Ohio that's going to take them up on their bets if they're betting side money.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't see that being any issues. I'm sure my guys from Ohio cover whatever.
Absolutely. I know I'm in. I know. I'm sure JB and Greg Forby and Jeff Green and
like I said, I mean,
you look for those guys.
Sure they're taking all bets.
Look for those guys, and yeah, they'll probably cover. I'm sure between the dozen or so of us that'll be down there, we'll cover most everybody's bet.
Right. Yeah.
So, all right, everyone. Unless anybody's got any specific questions for Bill. Good night, Kayla. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Shannon. It's good to see you on here, girl. Miss you. Everybody, thanks for the stars. Appreciate all the stars. Sorry I wasn't able to shout you out as we were going along here, but we had some serious business to handle. So hopefully you'll forgive me on that note. Richard from Michigan says, "Good luck, be safe."
And I just want to say I appreciate everybody's support today. You know, I have people like Lyle Barnett, which is down in that area, and a lot of other, you know, what I call, you know, real racers that know what they're talking about and know what they're doing, and you know, show support for us in this deal to get us in this field. And I greatly appreciate all those guys stepping up to the plate. I mean, the easy thing to do would be stick with the local guys and say, you know, don't let him in, but they absolutely did the right thing and said, you know, this car deserves to be in. It meets all the rules. Let's get it on.
Absolutely. Zenford's on here now, and he's right. It's going to be an absolute. He says it's going to be an absolute blast. And it is. You know, I can't wait to get back down Zenford. But make sure they got them pork chop sandwiches, bub. I'm gonna cry if they don't got them pork chop sandwiches down there. I just want to put that out there. Please make sure they got the pork chop sandwiches.
No, I have a bunch of. Make sure what? Oh, pork chop.
Oh, pork chop sandwiches are the best.
Uh-huh.
Listen, I could eat 2 or 3 of them a day every day and won't get tired of them. I promise you.
Yeah.
Ah, he's got it.
Okay.
Pork chop sandwich. What more could you ask for? Pork chop sandwiches and all them badass race cars. Woo! Just made my night. So, all right, Bill.
Okay, guys, I appreciate it.
Even though your shitty iPhone couldn't get on, it was a pleasure speaker phoning you. And I'll talk to you, buddy.
You must see my beautiful face, anyways.
I'll talk to you. We'll talk to you in a bit.
Okay, take care, guys. Bye.
So there you go. We'll be down there. Oh man, I love them pork chop sandwiches. I don't know, y'all hit a home run with that one. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for bringing them down. Them are the best. We got. So yeah, this is gonna be a good time. Regardless of all that, listen. it's racing. There's always complaining. There's always arguing and fussing. But at the end of the day, everybody can just respect each other and have some fun. Main thing is we're going to see some badass racing. Probably some of the baddest all year. And listen, if you haven't been before, drink lots of water. I promise you, and make sure you get your sleep because this stuff goes on forever. It takes a while. It's a lot of cars. You really got to be a soldier if you're going to hang out and do this the whole damn event. So make sure you take care of yourself. Do not rush the pork chop sandwich truck though, because I don't need them selling out on them pork chops. And oof, them sandwiches. Love them. I can't talk about them enough. But we're gonna have some fun. Eric and Zinford, man, I appreciate y'all for putting the event on, and appreciate you guys for sticking it out. I know it always sucks dealing with that kind of stuff, and y'all did a great job. So thank you for that. And glazed donut bun barbecue pork. I think I missed that one. I might have to try that one. But I'm telling you, if you had that pork chop sandwich, I really didn't feel like trying to taste anything else on the premises. I just like mine with just mustard and cheese only. I know they put the slaw on there down south. They like slaw on everything, but I just want the mustard and the cheese only. It's perfect. We appreciate you, Bubba. We'll see you down there shortly. Sam, you'll buy me one. I love you, buddy. Thank you. So we'll be down. I'll be down there Thursday. We'll post up some stuff from extracurricular activities. And then obviously we'll be posting up stuff throughout the day. Man, since I'm going to be by myself, I'm probably not going to cover every last single race and every last single round. I'll probably do some highlight stuff and just post throughout the day. Because again, it's a lot. It's a lot to be down there like that. It's nonstop action. You don't get no breaks. You don't get no nothing. You're on that line for hours. So we're gonna have some fun. Sherm, come on down. Everybody, tell Sherm to come down. That we want to see him racing too. We want to see some more of that slingshot action because, buddy, that was impressive. That was impressive. All that, I don't know how you do it, Zen, with no. I don't know how you do it, Zenford, with no relief, brother. You're a bad man on that flashlight for that, no doubt. Oh yeah, nah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, right, Richard. I can do it like that, man. I can do it. You know, that's the thing. Like, look, I ain't no punk. I can stand out there at that line for 7-8 hours, but man, that's a lot of cars. You'd be out there a lot longer than 7 or 8 hours. Standing on that line down there, Rockingham, boy. Woo. So we're gonna have some fun. Exactly, Sherm. You better bring your ass to Dig or Die. You heard her. We're gonna have some coverage. Robert Pennywise, you know, he'll be live streaming probably 99.9% of the time. I'm sure he'll have to go take a little potty break or something. But you know, he does a good job on the live feeds. Yeah, but our style's different. Like, you walk around and that's helpful. I try to stay like in a small footprint, and that's really what gets me, is being still, not being able to wander around and walk as much. Robert, that's the thing, kind of sucks, but, and to be honest, I want to have some fun. You know, I had some hiccups that are that got the Blazer unable to attend this time, even though we bought in and all that. So I don't want to work per se. I want to have fun with all my homies out of town, you know. So I'll be doing some video stuff, but it ain't gonna be my normal deal as far as an event goes. And we're just gonna have a lot of fun. Everybody be safe. That's the main thing. Check out the highlights and all that this weekend. Starting Thursday evening for me, and we'll post up some stuff on the YouTube channel and here on Facebook. So I'm tired. It's been a long day. Been a long week. Been a long couple of weeks. It's been a long year. I've been busy as hell. So I'm gonna take my ass and relax a little bit and get ready for tomorrow. All y'all have a good evening. I appreciate you. And be good to each other. You know, if you see a man do a burnout, don't let that burnout scare you. Just love that burnout. And just know that, hey, if I work hard enough, one day my burnout can be just as good as his too. Leave them damn promoters alone about some burnouts. What's wrong with you? All right, everybody. We'll talk to you later.